Hello and welcome to another session of mathematics. For today we will be learning time and distance. Now, what is time and what is distance and what are the relationships that can be built up between these two? So from our childhood, what we have learned this formula which says speed equals distance by time. Second formula which says time equals distance by speed, and third formula is distance equal to speed into time. Now, from this formula only, what we can say the units. What is the unit? These could be like distance could be expressed in kilometers by hour or meter by second. These two could be our units for speed. Then speed will be expressed in terms of kilometer per hour. Therefore, speed could be expressed in these formats, in kilometer per hour or meter per second. For this we can have hour or seconds, and for this we can have kilometers or meters, right? So these three could be our possible units. Now one thing is to notice over here, and from this expression only, from this expression we can say there is a relation between speed and time. What is it? Speed is by time. This is very important. Now let us discuss some more important topics regarding time and distance. Say for example, we have been given something called a speed. Say for example, we are dealing with speed now, so speed 10 kilometer per hour. So, and it says answer, they have demanded the answer for meter per second. To convert this kilometer per hour to meter per second, what we must remember is some basic knowledge. What are the basic knowledge? One minute equals 60 seconds, right? And 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So if we need to change minutes to hours, what we can do? We can divide this by 60. And if we need to change this hour to minute, we can multiply this by 60. Now if we want to change this seconds to minutes, what we gonna do? We're gonna divide this by 60, and if you're going to change minutes to seconds, we're going to multiply this entire thing by 60. Now if we want to change this to that and vice versa, what we need to do? Let us understand that thing also. Now if you're going to change from kilometer per hour to meter per second, what we're going to do? We're going to simply multiply that with 5 by 18. And if we're going to change this with this, and if we're going to change meter per second to kilometer per hour, we're going to multiply that with 18 by 5. Sometimes it is asked to convert 3 hour 15 minute to hours. So what we're going to do? So we're going to either change this entire 15 minutes into hours and club that with this 3 hours. That is how to do, like this. So 60 So it will come down to 1 by 4. That means, now how to express this 1 by 4? We can get a clear idea by drawing a clock. So this is 25, this is 50, this is 75, and this is 100. So 1 by 4 is nothing but 25. Hundreds 1 by 4 is 25. Or if we can say 15 minutes, and in our clock 15 minutes comes over here, so it is 25. So answer would be 3.25 hour. Okay, understood? And there are some more important concepts to follow in terms of speed. One of them is average speed. Now, average speed is something that a person travels a certain distance from point A to point B. Say, for example, here a person actually moving from point A to point B. From A to B, he travels in, say, for example, x kilometer per hour. This is the speed, and on return he actually travels in y kilometer per hour. Then what is the average speed? The average speed would be the multiplication of these two things divided by the summation of the same distance. So in our terms it will be, because 2 times this distance has been covered, this 2 times the distance has been covered, so 2 into the same distance, x divided by the summation of these two distances. Let us now take an example of average speed and see to the fact how to solve this kind of problems. Say for example, here it says a man travels to a distance from home to office at 20 kilometer per hour. That means speed 1 is 20 kilometer per hour, and from office to home he rides in a motorbike at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. That means the speed 2 would be 40 kilometer per hour. So it says what is the average speed. Now average speed could be calculated like this. So we're gonna take this. Okay, so now what happens is this. So now it comes down to almost 26.66. I think you have understood this thing, how this works. So in the next lecture we will be actually learning some more important tips and tricks. Thank you.